Hello everyone, Leafy no Tomo here. It's been a while since I last made a video on anything. However, I've been ill for the past 3 weeks. I've finally gotten better and I'm able to start making videos again. And I wanted to show off this cool art project that I did to make my shelving space more efficient and useful, because I have tons of space, just not enough to work with properly. Like, for the Monster High and Ever After High dolls, I keep buying more and more of those. And I also have tons of anime figures, DVDs, and manga. And just, I've got tons of stuff. So it's overflowing. And I'm lacking space, or the proper space, in order to display them accordingly, and, wanting enough room and everything. I have some deep shelving that if you just stack the Monster High dolls like right in front of one and the other, then you could fit everything in there, but you wouldn't be able to see everything. So what's the point of buying them if you can't really see the ones that you bought? So I figured, okay, what can I do with this space? Because I have all this shelving up here. And as you can see, like, those are the deep shelves that I was telling you about, but if you just stack them, you can't see one in front of the other, and it's just kind of annoying. And then I've got the books, so I tried to do something like this. These are some of the other shelving spaces, so, like, I even propped up books to do those and put Monster High dolls up there. But, the anime is actually not that bad. They're a lot smaller than the dolls for Monster High and Ever After High. And then I even built these custom shelves just for Ever After High dolls. But as you can see, I'm starting to pile up more, and I can't seem to stack them properly, because you can see Cedar and Dexter, and that's Maddie. You can't even see Maddie in the back. But it's just, more difficult. So then there's all this space. And yes, you can stick the dolls right in front of the books, but then you wouldn't be able to see the books, or it'd be hard to access them. So I didn't want that. I wanted something sturdy that would be able to just go up on top of the books, because you can fit a doll directly from the book to the ceiling and it would just fit. So what I have here is an awesome display that I was able to make with real wood. You can find the wood at Micheal's, and I wanted to show you what I did in order to make this display, because I made it so it's personally fitting the larger size manga and the small manga. And as you can see, it'll stack the books under here. This will rest, pushed up against the wall clearly, and then the books will be underneath for support. You can still pull the books in and out fairly easily. And on top, it's sturdy enough, because it is still real wood, even though it's paper thin wood. You could stick the dolls and it works. So this is what I have. This small piece here for the top right there. You don't have to do anything for that, especially for the typical manga. I don't know about other books. You can probably customize it for other things if you like. But this one is this birch plywood. So you can get that one. And you don't have to do anything. Like I said, it just is perfect for this size books. And then there's this Art Minds, I don't know, plaque. And that's for the sides. It's for right there. That's a little bit thicker and it's more sturdy, so that it gives that little extra support. And what you would need would be the long scissors and an X-Acto knife. This type is better than the sliding X-Acto knife that has the blade that you can just slide in and out. And the long scissors are better than the short scissors. So like I said, you didn't have to do anything with this. This is perfect for basically any size book, in my opinion, unless there was something huge like a dictionary. But for the most part, this was pretty good. And then for these, I just measured with, I just traced a book, but with a pencil, but since some of the books have the plastic wrap still over it when you first buy them, I used those because I didn't want to get pencil markings on the books. So this one's the shape for the large size, and this is the shape for the small size. And I just drew that to show myself, or to show just in case people were interested. But I used the size for the larger book because the smaller book will still fit. And since this bends with the slight pressure of the doll, like it will bend to the support, whichever it is, whether it's the larger size book or the smaller book. So what I did was, once I traced here on this one, which is, as you can see, it's not that thick, it's still fairly thin, you use the X-Acto knife and you just cut the line slowly and carefully. For a child, you probably shouldn't do this. You should probably have an adult do anything that deals with blades and scissors. So just sort of make some lines here. And then if you really want, because otherwise that will take forever, once you have some lines you can cut. And it's a little difficult and it will splinter a bit, but it still works fairly well. But make sure that when you draw the lines, because as you can see, you could put the lines for the shape anywhere, but it's better to hug against an existing side, so all you have to do is just cut a little bit. And one block makes 2 side panels, and then that one makes the top. So as you can see, you can still pull things out really easily. It's no big deal. It still fits, works well. And all I did was I just used, like, literally just tape, clear tape on the front and the inside. And see, there's the splintering that I was saying. So like when you do cut, it does splinter, so you can put like the ugly splintering sides down and everything, you know, like I have it so that at least it looks kind of, you know, pretty. Like here's some of the straight, and it will stand up. It's a little bit wobbly at the moment, but that's because it's on a bed. But when it's with books underneath and stuff, and it's taped properly. So, you know, super easy craft, and it works really well for stacking the books in. So like I just slid this panel of wood in to the books, and then it sets nicely on top, and you can just stick a doll and it works. And so now I have all that upper space. I mean, I think I might be able to stack books on top of books, but I probably won't do that because it might be a little bit too heavy, but the dolls definitely will work. Now the boy dolls I think are a little bit taller, so I don't know if they work. They might work on the smaller books, but the females definitely will work as long as they're like not too tall. So yeah, I thought that was an interesting little thing, and I wanted to show that off because, you know, it works really well and it's easy to do, cut. So you can go to Micheal's, you can find them. There's the real wood, and then there's the balsa wood. Don't use balsa wood because they're right next to each other. So if you're confused, ask somebody to make sure you get the real wood. Balsa wood will have no use. Anyways, so thank you for watching. This is a cool little project, and it should be helpful for shelving issues such as what I have. So hopefully this will be useful for all those collectors out there. Thank you for watching.